What's up? What's up with it, dog? So check it. Check it. You live. Let me talk to you with Professor Intrig. You know what I mean? It's what's today's date? 2/28, the last day of Black History Month. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Tune in right now. I'm just reflecting on my day. You know what I'm saying? And today was pretty interesting. So I get to work. Boom. When I get to work, my two head bosses is there and shit. Say get some extra credit. It might have a few assignments for you too. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. So so yeah, I get to work. My two head bosses there, and my second in command, he like my homie. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's my friend, flat out. That's my friend. You know what I'm saying? But he fucked around and got his promotion today. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about this shit for the last couple months. We've been under evaluation, and we already know they opened up new stores, and there's gonna be a lot of movement. And my executive, he didn't really want to leave. In my opinion, he didn't want to leave our store and take something better. He liked the store he at. So, but my friend, the second in command, he want more. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Hefe, because my head, the top guy, he Hispanic. So, I come in, hey, Hefe, what's up? What's up, Hefe? Wooty, why? And then, bro, put me to the side. He say, bro, they just hit me with the, yeah, these the prices, and this is what we trying to get you to go. So he like, bruh, if they don't give me the price I'm talking about, I ain't going nowhere. Fuck it. You feel me? So I guess like, cause he a value worker. Like he a really good ass worker, man. Like I like working for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem doing whatever he asks. I know he's a grinder. He gonna get down there and he gonna work with us. You feel what I'm saying? Or he gonna play the role that he need to, rather than stepping on other people's toes to get the shit done. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I respect him so much. You know what I'm saying? Because you always, and this for any boss. You know, you can get your crew to respect you more if they know you willing to get in the trenches with them. If they know, okay, when it hit the fan and it's extra busy, that you gonna get on there and you gonna help them, you gonna ride with them, you ain't gonna throw them under the bus or do all that, man. You can get anybody to work for you. You can get anybody to work for you, man, because that's all people want to see. They don't want to feel like they doing your job and their job. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to feel like you doing their job either. Most real workers, but that's why I fucks with him. So he like, yeah, they don't get my price. Fuck it. It just is what it is. I swear, not 15 minutes later, head Hefe come in like, yeah, let me steal him for a second. I'm like, go ahead. Now all my bosses fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because not only has I been doing this shit as long as them, but I even got more credentials than them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't come in with this old, oh, I'm the shit. I know it. I ain't that type of guy. You feel me? I'm here to work, get this money. You feel what I'm saying? And help however I can. You feel what I'm saying? So appreciate you joining the live, dog. Drop an emoji or something. So boom. About 20 minutes later, he come back, big ass Kool-Aid grin on his face, right? I'm talking about dumb ass grin, right? So we step on this to the side and shit. Step in my office one time. What's up? So he telling me like, yeah, they matched the price. They gave me my price. I say, oh shit, pure, you up out of here. Now mind you though, I've been telling him for the last like 2 months, 2.5 months, like, bro, you gonna get this promotion and you either gonna get your own store or they gonna try to move the head boss and make you run this store. Cause I don't think nobody wanna lose you here. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, that's basically what it boiled down to. Our head boss didn't want to go and take the other position at the hotel. He wanted to stay at the store that he had built. You know what I'm saying? Basically then built the crew. So I respected that. I feel that. You know what I'm saying? You got a comfort zone, you already got a regular routine, you know what I'm saying? You already accounted for in your week. So I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But the position, so they gave another boss from another store the position they was gonna get a head boss, you know what I'm saying, which is the executive at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm a chef. For all that don't know, I'm a chef. You know what I'm saying? So, in this cooking world, in this chefing world, it's not always the most beneficial to you to move up. It that really depends on the workload and the pay, because when you an executive chef, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you're getting salary, and all your bonus and extra shit depends on your food costs and how your stores run and how you keep up with the, you know what I'm saying, with the count on your food and your loss and your waste loss and things like that. Hey, thank you. So usually executives get kickbacks at the end of the year. You know, if the facility that you running, you know, does certain numbers or saves the company a certain or saves the company a certain amount of dollars, then usually you get a large percentage of that kickback. You know what I'm saying? So depending on where you working at, you know, it could be $500 or it could be $5,000. It really just depends on where you working at and who you working for. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't want that stress that comes with it, because working in the kitchen is stressful. It's helly stressful. You know what I'm saying? I get to that part of why it's stressful when I finish the story though. So boom. All right. So boom, they tell him, okay, yeah, we gonna give you this spot. So they took another boss from another location and sent him to the casino, and they sent him my second in command to his spot where he was running the kitchen. Now, my second in command already said, he like, hey, bro, if they fucking take me, I'm taking you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they take me, I want you to come with me. Cool. You feel what I'm saying? Because all I care about is the money. I don't really care what position you want me to work. I don't really care what location it's at. What I do care about is how much money you paying me. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you want me to do, because there's nothing in the kitchen I can't do. There's not a assignment in the kitchen that I cannot do to the best of any ability. You feel what I'm saying? There's not one. I've been doing this shit too long. You feel what I'm saying? So boom. All right. So with that being said, that he's leaving. Now I got another coworker who's going to be taking his spot. Now we already kind of knew that this particular coworker was going to be taking the spot. Um, but the issue is, like, you know, a lot of my coworkers don't fuck with each other for whatever reason, multiple reasons. But for whatever reason, they be bickering back and forth, whatever the case, right? And as it stands, I'm the only person in the whole store, front and back of the house, that gets along with everybody in the store. I don't have a beef or an issue or, you know, a quarrel, a concern or worry with anybody in the store. They love me there. They can't wait till I walk in the door. Prime example. So today, boom, when my homeboy come in, you know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? Whoever this is in the live, drop an emoji, say gang, 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 gang. What's really good, gang, 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 gang. So, so boom. When he come in, I already know that they about to take him and promote him. You know what I'm saying? So the issue is that he is a female worker that work in the kitchen, and me and her cool as fuck. It's my homie. But him and her don't. The dude that's getting promoted and her don't get along, and there's been a lot of little bullshit in the last little week or two between these two. So I already knew when she found out that he was gonna get this position, it was going to be a problem. I knew it. You feel me? Now, mind you, I'm like the mediator at work. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I get along with everybody, but I'm like the mediator. So, you know, and I ain't saying people do this on purpose per se. I think it's just a oh yeah, I'm about to get to that. Oh yeah, it's just a particular, you know, people just feel comfortable with sharing their concerns with me or their worries or, you know, even just their thoughts that they trying to process through. You know what I'm saying? I usually tend to have good feedback or some type of advice or some type of food for thought that'll help. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't, you know, I usually point people in a direction that they can. But in my job, you know, everybody comes to me with their concerns or worries or whatever the fuck it is, right? So when she comes in, my head boss says, because she comes in an hour before old boy that get promoted comes in. So when she comes in, she all happy, chittery, woody woody wop. So they like, don't tell her. Like, don't tell her, don't tell her. Now me, I'm not that type. I'm not gonna tell you everything because everything is not really always your business. But when it comes to like certain headlines and shit, like you should get the heads up. I'm just a firm believer in that. You shouldn't be blindsided, especially if you know it's a person that can act irrational. So you don't do that. You don't blindside them with the information. You give it to them and you let them deal with it off the top. You feel what I'm saying? So when she comes in, they like, don't tell her, don't tell her. She asks, she like, what's up, what's going on, woody, why? Now, mind you, I was off the last 2 days, so I'm not sure what they heard before I got there. But they like, don't tell her, woody, why? I'm laughing. I'm like, I ain't gonna tell her, I got you, woody, why? So now as they talking, she then basically kind of picked up on it, like, there's some shit going on. Y'all tripping, right? So when they leave, she come to me and she say, hey, look, what's going on? I say, look, Chef, I ain't telling you. I'm like, Chef, I'm not telling you, cause I ain't telling you, just flat out. So people who know me tend to know like my tones and my reactions, and you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like I am Groot, like you know what I'm saying. You could just tell. So she like all right, look. She paused for a second. She was getting her something. She looked back at me. She say, look, just give me a head nod. You know what I'm saying? She like, the second in command leaving her normal. You know what I'm saying? I just hit her with the, I say, he might not even make it to the end of the week. He about to leave. So she like, all right. So she like, who taking the spot? You feel me? So I'm like, no, man, yeah, she like, who taking the spot? And I'm like, you don't want to know that. She was like, "Oh, it's gonna be because we got this new, this former boss who's coming back. You know what I'm saying? But they're not coming out as a boss." So she like, "Oh, it's an old girl," and I'm like, "No." And she was like, "So who?" And I'm like, "I'm not telling you, right?" Just turned away from her, everything. She like, "Who? Who?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm not about to do this with you, man." And she was like, "Look, I could take it, woody, why?" So at this point, they gone, and I'm just like, I might as well just deal with the bullshit now. That's in my mind. Like, I might as well deal with the bullshit now. So I tell her, oh my God. Oh my God. That's funny. This her hitting me right now telling me she gonna feel better tomorrow. Hold on, y'all. My fault. So, so boom. So instantly, her whole mood changes. Instantly. Now, I call her Big Ma. Shit, drink sound good right now. I ain't even drink sound kind of raw though. Shit, some smoke sound good too. But so boom. Let me finish this story and shit. So her whole mood instantly changed, right? So when the chefs come back from the back or wherever they was at, they noticed her mood changed. So they like, did you tell her? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I ain't tell her. I don't know what that shit about, right? So they looking at me with the, no, nigga, you told her. But she ain't say nothing. She didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say nothing. So boom, my homie come in, and when he come in, he dab me up, and I say, hey, bruh, you should have a good day today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at you in a second. And he like, man, I have a good day every day. He just being defensive and shit, not knowing why I'm saying what I'm saying. So, boom, soon as they seen, they like, hey, come to the back, come holler at me. So he kind of shoot me this look, and then he shoot to the back, and then like 2 minutes later, you see them going to the office. So they hit me. Usually when any boss, and I literally mean any and every boss in the store, when they want to leave the line, guess who they come to? Me. Hey, bro, I'm leaving the line. I need you to hold down the kitchen. All right, cool. No problem. I already know what it is. Plus, when it comes to my female coworker, nobody really knows how to deal with her attitude but me. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe this just from because I'm used to dealing with, highly aggressive women or women with highly stubborn attitudes, if that's, or mind states, if you want to say it like that. I just like fiery attitudes. So any woman that's, can stand up for herself or speak her mind or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, we usually kind of gravitate towards each other. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like that. I like people who speak their mind. Say that shit. Say what the fuck you mean. Say how you feel. Cause can't nobody do nothing about that shit till you do. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, she's salty. You know what I'm saying? She ain't saying shit, but it's written all over her face and her body language. She is salty, right? And she telling me throughout the day, like I ain't tripping, but I ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it was more deserving people before him. Now, I'm a backtrack. Nobody in this store got more credentials than me, but I don't care about the promotion. I just care about my money. I only care about my money. You can have me be a prep cook. You can have me be whatever you want, long as you pay me that top dollar of I know how to run a kitchen. That's all I care about. You feel what I'm saying? So long as you hit a certain dollar amount, we good. I don't really care what you ask me, as long as you could pay me for what you asked me for. So, but she going on, and boom. Now at this point, it's just me and her on the line. It's like 4 or 5 stations on the line. It's just me and her. You feel what I'm saying? Now it don't matter who they put me with back there. Whoever I'm back there with, we gonna get it done. Or I could just do it all myself. It doesn't really matter. But we back there holding it though. You know what I'm saying? And she lightweight kind of clocked out, probably like around like 6 or 7. She kind of lightweight, stopped giving a fuck for real. So I was really just running the line by myself. You feel what I'm saying? And and the whole time, my second in command has to show my other coworker all the details for this part of the job. And this is basically what he's gonna have to do for the next few days. So basically, they gotta leave me in charge of the kitchen, because if they don't, you feel what I'm saying, then the shit won't get done. Now I'm all about peace in the kitchen. I do not like all that frustration and tension and bullshit where I work at. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't dig it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I like to work in an environment where we ain't all gotta like each other, but we can, at least respect each other while we on the job, or at least respect the job. Respect the fact that what we do is not for us or for our bosses, it's for the customers who come in and buy food or buy drinks or just want to enjoy the setting of the spot that we work at. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's what I give a fuck about. Now me, my cooking game excellent. For all those that don't know, man, my cook game is fire. You feel what I'm saying? Don't matter what temp you want, no matter what type of food you want, no matter how you want to cook, even if you want some sweets, I do bake. It's not a problem. You feel what I'm saying? So everything I put up look fire. And that's why my front of the house coworkers love it when I'm working the middle. When I'm working the middle, they know not only is they gonna get their food on time, but even if they don't get it on time, because I usually like to keep like a 10-minute ticket time, you feel what I'm saying? They know that whatever food they get from me is gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be hot, everything gonna be good together. You feel what I'm saying? Shit gonna be made right. It's gonna look like, man, I show y'all some pictures, man. Everything I make look like you wanna bite it through the screen. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. But at the same time that I'm holding down the line, I gotta mediate. I gotta mediate her, and then now that he done got his promotion and shit, he gotta kind of try to mend and do, you know what I'm saying, like, to make it cool. And so this is what I was gonna backtrack to too. Right before um uh she came, no, right before my homeboy came in, I got promoted. I see my head chef in the back, and I read body language. I read body language like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So when I was outside hitting this mile, I come back in, and I see my chef, and and he's just like, you could just tell he lost in thought. Like, you know when some people be thinking and they thinking hard, but you can tell when somebody's like lost in their thought, because what they doing is kind of like they doing it, but they not really doing it. They kind of just going through the motions, and you can tell, And I'm a heavy thinker, so I can always tell. I usually always tell when somebody got something heavy on their mind. So no, ease up on him. What's up, Hefe? Cover me so Hefe. ¿Cómo estás? And he like he is like he ain't want to say nothing. So I'm like, Hefe, look, I could see that you thinking hard as ever. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, man. Look, it's just me and you. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to vent, it's cool, bro. Like, this what I'm here for. You feel what I'm saying? So he like, he basically like, look, I don't know, how the rest of the crew gonna take this promoting old boy. And like I told him, this is what I tell him. I say, look, man, the guy you promoting been with the company for multiple years. Not only has he been with the company for multiple years, but he pretty much knows all the menus. You feel what I'm saying? He was the guy that trained me when I started. You know what I'm saying? He cool. He probably ain't what you would call the most qualified, but I felt like he could do the job. I mean, for the job we work at and what they asking to do, he could definitely do that without a problem. Now, him being able to manage other people in a productive way is another step. But because he my homie and I'm be working on a shift, I'm gonna make sure all that shit we ain't doing that. You feel what I'm saying? So my head boss, he like, hey, my head boss, like, what I'm saying, I don't really know how to deal with it or what to do or well, not said. No, that's a lie. He didn't say he didn't know how to deal with it or what to do. What he said was he didn't know how it was going to play out. You know what I'm saying? And he was just a little concerned about, unnecessary blow-ups. You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable, man. When you a boss and you got to look at the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look at one aspect. You got to look at the entire picture and see how each puzzle piece fits or where they might bump at. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom, I appreciate that, love. So, and I just tell him like this. Like I said, I think Marco is deserving, and I think he provides you a level of comfort because you and him been working together for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Like I understand there's gonna be a lot of changes, but if you feel that worried about it, and you feel like she not gonna really, do it, then just transfer her to another location and let her keep her money. You know what I'm saying? Usually when you get transferred out of our location, you get a decrease. But now with the new rules, they ain't decreasing, which it should have been the rules anyway, because everywhere in the country ain't no going back. But Vegas a whole different animal now. But now, wherever they transfer you, you know what I'm saying, you keep your pay. So I'm just telling him like, hey man, if you just feel like it's gonna be a hassle, man, just find a nice location for her. You feel what I'm saying? And let her go over there and do her own thing. You feel what I'm saying? Because my head boss does not like firing people. He don't, man. And I respect that because everybody need their job. Like, don't get me wrong, some people deserve to get fired for, not performing up to par or, what I'm saying, being like they could be. But, he pretty much pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying? Finding a different solution, to the problem without it being extra chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, we just lost a graveyard guy one night. So, I mean, from the nights, the other, I think yesterday was his last day. So, he already gone. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what I tell him. I gave them words of advice. And I'm like, man, don't worry about it. Like, you still got me in here. So, unless, it's some changes going on. I like to throw shit in. I like to throw shit in. Like, unless there's some changes going on, like, no, you good. I'm gonna hold you down. Don't even worry about it. You feel what I'm saying? So he just had like a big sigh, like a sigh of relief, like, all right, because my coworkers trust me, man. They, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, or I'm gonna do the best I can and let you know what I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't saying it's pretty chill. So we going through the day. I'm holding down the line. You feel what I'm saying? And then say I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah though. So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? We get to the end of it, and then basically, and this was, the stuff that I do for people, or I do at work, or I do the courtesy, the niceness, you know what I'm saying, the humbleness that I show people, or the respect that I give them. It ain't just about them. It's for me. You feel what I'm saying? I always been a nice guy, and for a minute, I was an evil motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You go through a lot of different changes in life, and you start to question your standards and who you are or the person you've been. You know what I mean? You get to really reevaluate, and sometimes you get to second guess and shit that you shouldn't second guess. And I do this shit because this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? This is me. I'm nice. I'm cool. I'm easy to get along with till you piss me off. And when once you piss me off, all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit no more. I don't give a fuck. I'm stubborn. I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm every bit of a aggressive word in the asshole that you could find. You know what I'm saying? When I'm pissed off. So I try my hardest and my damnedest not to get mad, because once I get mad, if you ain't close to me, you ain't calming me down. And if you ain't a kid or a woman, you definitely gonna have a hard time calming me down unless we that close. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. So, but what was rewarding was, they like, damn, bro, like you holding the kitchen down. I mean, like, they was doing this shit for like 5 hours, 6 hours. You know what I'm saying, of the shift, and I'm just running the line. I ain't complaining. I ain't bitching. You know me. Long as I can play my music, you feel me? You know what I'm saying, and be able to do my little shit without all that bullshit. Man, let's get this shit knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody was really appreciative. They was pulling me side to the side one by one as I was getting ready to leave, and they like, hey, you know what I'm saying, that we appreciate you holding it down, and like we appreciate just having you here, just being who you is. Like, please don't change it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I say, my second in command, he want me to go with him. There's no mystery about that. If when he get to his spot, if he can bring me in at KM, or I mean at AKM, which sous chef, assistant kitchen manager, I know for a fact I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like um, my head boss now, he gonna want me to be, well, he already, to be honest, he might recommend me to get my own store, because that's what he told me in my evaluations. We had evaluations last week or the week before. Whenever we had the evaluations, you know what I'm saying, I scored higher than everybody in the kitchen. I scored the highest on my evaluation than everybody in the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? So he basically was like, look, you know what I'm saying, we just want you to basically make everybody else around you perform better than they've been performing. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, to be honest, you know what I'm saying, I recommend you for KM. Like, I feel like you definitely should be like running your own kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? So he just like, man, if you could basically just lead these guys, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm definitely recommending you for your own store. Now, I already talked to my head boss, because my executive just runs the kitchen, and you got the GM who actually runs the whole store. And I talked to him the week before my evaluation, and I asked him, I said, hey, how you feel about me as a worker and having here? And he off top said, like, you kind of like one of the best workers I ever had, all around. You know what I'm saying? You got a good attitude, you come in knowledgeable, you do the job, you put in effort, you take initiative. No, for sure. So, he had basically told me I was good. Like, I ain't losing you type of shit. Like, I ain't lose you. And if I do lose you, it's going to be because somebody called me and asked about a manager position and I recommended you for it. So, for him to say it and then my executive to say it, I'm like, oh, I'm Gucci. Now, mind you, I only been with the company since October. So, we're going on month 5. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping. But it was just so funny, man, because you gotta see how they be moving and like how they be whispering, and it's funny though. It's cool. It ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel appreciate. I'm humbled because everybody feels comfortable enough to talk to me or allow me to help them talk through their issues. You know what I'm saying? And that's humbling for me because everybody don't like sharing their concerns. Everybody don't like, you know, expressing their inner fears, or, really like helping, allowing people to help them through their transgressions. You know what I'm saying? And I am. I try to be. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like, hey, I understand everybody walk a life different. Everybody come from a different place. Walk a different path and things like that. So, it's cool with me. It's just cool. So that was my day at work. Day was cool. What else am I talking about? Oh no, man. So listen, let's change the whole topic. Them a lot of pennies. Wisdom of Athena. What up, though? What it do? So, so this is something that's been coming up a lot in the last few weeks, and this is R. Kelly and Jesse Smollett. Now, for all those who know who Jesse Smollett is, he is the what up, though? He is the what you do? Deactivate your page or something? Is this a second page or something? What's going on, darling? Is this a different page? Like, what the fuck is this? So, boom. R. Kelly and Jesse Smollett. My bad if I'm repeating. All right, that explains it. Cause I'm like, why the fuck is you popping up blue in my fucking live? So boom. Now, these two ignorant bastards, and I'm going to say these two ignorant as piece of shit ass bastards. And I'm only calling them a piece of shit for their chosen actions. I don't know these men personally, but for their chosen actions, that's highly, these two motherfuckers. All right, so everybody knows about R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly like fucking with young girls. Everybody knew R. Kelly like fucking with young girls. Now, hey, the one thing that bothers me about the R. Kelly situation is a lot of people making it seem like he only fucked with young girls. That's the part I have an issue with. Because he was fucking the young girls, they mamas, they aunties. He was probably fucking some grannies. Like, so we're not going to just say, oh, he only fucked with young girls. I feel like that's wrong. Because it's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of old niggas perverse. That's not my issue. My issue with R. Kelly is, nigga, you prefer a woman under 18. That is my issue. Not that you did it, because look, as I said, when you 17 years old, and everybody who's been 17 before can agree to this. When you're 17, you taking chances because you about to be 18. You know that this is the last year that you're not always responsible for your shit. So you're going to pull more shit at 16 and 17 than you would at 14, 15, and 13. It's just logical. You're going to do it because you about to be grown. So you want to see what type of little shit you might want to get into after you turn 18. So and I know a lot of chicks at 17, they want to get in the clubs, not in this era, especially like they bodies popping, they basically the freshness of whatever little maturity they gain, and you feel what I'm saying, as far as you're physically wise. So they put on a little makeup, they look a little older, you feel what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it's millions of dudes who didn't mistake a young girl for an adult. Plenty. But in my mind, when you talk to her, you should already know. He said that. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Hold on. So, I'm YouTube live. So you don't know. That's why I'm YouTube live. So I, like I say, it's millions of guys who's probably felt hell. Shit, I looked at a couple of chicks and was like, damn, she lightweight, nice. But when you a mature guy, you could tell the difference between a kid and an adult. And if you can't always tell, because it's very possible that you're not going to be tell from looking at her, when she opens her mouth, You should know. Man, listen, you should know when she opened her mouth. You should already know. Oh, you ain't that old, or you only so old. So if you hit a, as a star, you in the club, you geek, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You might slip up. Ain't none of us perfect, man. You might slip up. But R. Kelly is choosing and buying these girls. He is choosing and he's buying, right? Now, this is where facts. Now, this is where I have the second issue. And it's not with R. Kelly. My second issue is with the sellers, aka the parents or the guardians or the elders of these young women who allowed for him to buy their rights and move these girls in his home. Now, we talk about a nigga that can't read, can't write, don't even own his own publishing, right? Right now, R. Kelly is broke. And R. Kelly is, I ain't gonna say he broke, but R. Kelly should be right, to be perfectly honest, and we all could agree to this. R. Kelly's status should be up there with Prince and Mike and who else? Isaac and Aretha. This nigga R. Kelly got hundreds of hits. No, okay, I ain't gonna say hundreds. Bitch got at least 70 hits though. That's no exaggeration. Bitch got at least 70 hits. Motherfucker been making music since like 88. Nigga, this is 218. How many projects this nigga got? You know what I'm saying? But what happened was, you can't read or write. And anybody who know anything about the game in the late 80s and late 90s, you feel what I'm saying? You know niggas was getting dicked. A lot of artists was getting fucked over for their rights, their royalties, their masters, and a whole bunch of other shit. Which shouldn't have happened because you had guys like Ray Charles and James Brown and Sam Cooke and a host of other people who showed like, hey, this ain't the way to go. You gotta go this way. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody ain't got balls like that. So yes. For those that don't know, Aaliyah was 14 years old when R. Kelly wrote the song and bought her from her parents. Yes, R. Kelly bought Aaliyah from her parents. He also got Sparkle, and Sparkle's is that Sparkle niece was the little girl that got peed on? Sparkle niece, right? Y'all know Sparkle. 2 years ago, promises was all I heard. Wait a minute, let me finish. Yeah, that's Sparkle. Yeah, like, so, if R. Kelly going to jail, every parent should go to jail. Every fucking parent or guardian who allowed him to purchase them should go to jail. And they should get more time than him, in my opinion. They should get more time than him. Because people try to... Yes. 12 play. No, I ain't gonna say anybody involved. I'm not gonna say that. You know why? Because you have to start with the people who allow everybody else to be in a position to have to choose whether to let it go or to not be involved. You feel what I'm saying? And if R. Kelly's not able to buy the kids from the parents, the other people not even involved. In my opinion. This is just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, they should go to jail too. They shouldn't be allowed to be on a camera talking about what happened. He goes to jail. But they okay. So I'm gonna get to why that is in a second though. Turning a blind eye is bad, but at the same token, we in an era where it's not really wise or beneficial to you to get in somebody else's business. And we all know this. This ain't the 1900s. This is the 2000s. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't always in your favor to get in somebody else's business, regardless of what it is. I know that shit sound fucked up and cruel, but from where I'm from, shit like that gets you fucked up. I know we talking about kids, baby. I'm not changing that. But that's you specifying the point. What I'm making is a broad, vague statement, which is it's not always beneficial to get in somebody else's business. Not for you. You feel what I'm saying? It is sick to take advantage of little girls. It is. At the same token though, at the same token, and I want to be very clear. I'm not making an excuse. I'm not giving nobody no leeway or saying, this person wronger than the other. Not in that way. I'm just the type of person who can recognize every aspect. I can put myself in the shoes of everybody in a scenario and see what they seeing from a point of view. Whether we agree with the point of view or not is all circumstantial. Everybody has opinions. They like assholes. But at the same token, you know what I'm saying? The truth is the truth. And the reality is, like I said in the statement, it's not always beneficial for you to get in somebody else's business. Now, when it comes to those girls were taken directly from their parents. R. Kelly didn't find these girls and kidnap them and trap them in a house. R. Kelly didn't, sweet talk these girls and running away from their parents. That's not how that worked. R. Kelly, is it crazy to say this? He actually went about it the right way. And it's fucked up to say it, but it's the truth. He went to the parents and say, I want your baby. Now, me, I would have beat his ass. Bitch, you did not just come in my motherfucking house and ask about my motherfucking kid. Bitch, you better hope you leave here breathing. I don't give a fuck who you is or how much money you got. Bitch, you better hope that you got limbs to live out of here with, or it's even a body left for them to stretch her out this bitch for you coming in here. He offered to take care of them. Oh yeah, of course, because I'm the parent, but I'm not a parent who would have let my child go in that manner. You see what I'm saying? We speaking from a perspective of because we're not on that shit. You know what I'm saying? We not on that shit. We not about that life. You feel what I'm saying? We got way more integrity, morals, and manners and respect for ourselves and our kids. Like we fucking love our kids for us to do that. But we not talking about logical people. We're not talking about people like us that's doing that. We're talking about the people and what they did. You feel what I'm saying? And what they did was they allowed this man, you know what I'm saying? Right. And what they did was allow this man to come into their home and buy their daughter. You feel what I'm saying? Like, side note, I hate when people say kids are my property. I fucking hate that statement. Oh, I fucking hate that statement. Bro, that's a whole sis, bro, parent. That's a whole ass fucking human. I understand that you created them and you raising them, but that's a whole fucking human. That's not your property. That's not a fucking bottle of sauce. That's not a fucking cup. That's not your phone you just bought. That's a whole fucking human. You feel what I'm saying? And just like you got emotions and you had to grow up, so do they. So I don't like that people, it seems like parents view their kids as their own personal property to do whatever they is and they want with. I don't respect that type of shit. I ain't, if you do it, you do what you do. Because I ain't really into judging people. I just know where my standards at and where I stand and what I'm not going for. You feel what I'm saying? But back to this bitch ass nigga here. So, like I say, the parents, they need to be in jail too. Now, R. Kelly goes to jail. R. Kelly has no money. They're part of you, but not property. And that's, you regulating or setting the standards or rules in your kid's life is one thing. But you treating them like your personal slave or property that you can do and say anything to or add or mistreat any type of way. I ain't with that shit, man. I'm not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, kids is the future. I don't really play that shit about kids. Even though, yeah, hell yeah, it's out of line. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even though, like I was just saying earlier, I could put myself in everybody's shoes. That doesn't take away from my standards. I can just say what my standard is, where I stand, and still see what everybody else seeing. I don't gotta like it. I don't gotta agree, but I can't deny that that's what's going on, and I try not to do that. You know what I'm saying? So now R. Kelly gets a bond of $1 million. Now $1 million bond in the United States, all you need is 10%. So all he needed was $100,000 to get out of jail. And the way it works now, oh yeah, we gonna get to that though. We gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that in this talk. So boom. Um, R. Kelly gets in jail and his fans bail him out. Now this doesn't shock me. And I wasn't mad that R. Kelly went to jail. I'm mad at why they're sending him to jail. Because the reason they're sending him to jail has nothing to do with him being a pervert. It has nothing to do with him fucking with little girls. Because, bitch, you've been doing it for 30 years. So if somebody really wanted to put him in jail about the shit, he could have been went. The problem is that the people who leeching off him or who sold their kids didn't know he didn't own the rights to all his music. So all the money he made that he done already spent, he don't have no more money to keep taking care of them. And once again, let me take you down the line. They killed Mike. They killed Prince. They killed Isaac. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, so boom. Now, once again, desperate. Exactly. Because that's another topic. But the reason that the machine, and I say the machine put R. Kelly in jail has nothing to do with what he's being accused of. It has everything to do with his legacy. Period. Because no matter what you say about R. Kelly the person, R. Kelly the artist is a legend. R. Kelly the composer is a legend. R. Kelly the performer is a legend. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So, anytime that any person of, Aboriginal descent, you know what I'm saying, hits a certain level of status that is kind of untouchable, the machine is going to find a way to break you down. Because ultimately, the machine wants control. They control everything, so they want to keep control. But this is R. Kelly. Now, I don't know what R. Kelly's going to do with the rest of his life. Bitch 52. Bitch, if you still hunting for 12-year-olds at 52, the next nigga should shoot you in the face. Period. Flat the fuck out. Anybody who come across the parents of them fucking kids that sold their kids should beat their ass. On sight, you should kick their ass. Since the government ain't gonna put their ass in jail, and clearly it's okay for you to sell your kids, you should beat the shit out their ass. He's not a good performer. I never been to an R. Kelly concert, so I don't know. Clearly, as a performer, he's not a legend. That's what I'm hearing. So, hey. Now, let's go to Jussie Smollett. Jussie. Let me say his name right. So, side note about R. Kelly, right? Bitch started trying to go to his shows because he had a tour. This how he ended up in jail. Bitch started showing up to the tours, and they was canceling that shit without no forewarning. They ain't even calling him and telling him, yeah, bro, don't show up. We ain't paying you shit. He just get there and the doors closed. Yeah, oh no, we ain't letting you in. I thought that was kind of fucked up. Like, if you gonna spread his name through the fucking running through the mud, at least call the motherfucker and tell him he ain't gotta come. You feel what I'm saying? But if he the type of nigga that take money and don't show up at shows, then that's just karma getting to you, bro. And you gonna have to take that on the chin. It is what it is. But now, let me go back. Let's go back to Jussie Smollett, a.k.a. Jamal on Empire, a.k.a. the young man who's been in show business, him and his siblings, for years. This motherfucker, Jussie, no. Jussie is not no he say, she say shit. Jussie fucking retarded. fucking dummy. You's a fucking dumbass. I'm gonna tell you this right now, bruh. You are by far a nah. See, you gotta just know the industry. All right, so boom, right? If you don't know nothing about the industry, right? When a person or actor or actress is called for a starring role, right? They're offered so much money to take the role. Then they're off. Then they negotiate about a certain percentage that they get off the ratings. You feel what I'm saying? So okay, boom. To get you to do this, okay, we gonna pay you this because we think we gonna get this. And if it exceeds this and the ratings exceeds this, then this is your cut off that. It's how this works. Jussie wanted more money, right? So for all those that don't know, Jussie's in Chicago. Ironic, he's in Chicago, where the fuck R. Kelly from. Now Jussie, if I am mistaken, is a homosexual. He likes men. It's clear. He likes men on the show. Clearly likes men in his personal life too. Now, from my understanding, his little boo is the writer of the show, which is Lee Daniels. Now, a lot of people don't know that Lee Daniels is a homosexual too. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not in approval of especially black men or men of Aboriginal descent being homosexual. But in this era, you like what you like, you is who you is. I just don't like it because I feel like, you know, the black man is already under attack from so many different areas. We shouldn't be giving people ammunition to talk more shit about us. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. So no. For all that don't know, Jussie was fucking Lee before the show came out. And to be honest, that's probably why the show came, because he was fucking him. It had nothing to do with, oh, that's why he's staying on the show. Yes, they been fucking around. Been. This ain't nothing new. Lee Daniels called Taraji. No, he called Terrence Howard for the role, and Terrence Howard said he wouldn't do it without Taraji. This is why if you hip to a show called Person of Interest, Taraji was a star on that show. And they wrote her out that script because she took the script with Empire. You know what I'm saying? Person of Interest was a good ass show, though. Great ass show. I fucking love it. They should have came out with a season 6, but whatever. So boom. Jussie asked, for all those that don't know the story, Jussie's in Chicago and randomly, supposedly, he gets jumped for being gay. Now, I ain't gonna say, because I feel like Cookie the best, like the favorite on the show. No, stop. What you mean? It's like the favorite on the show. But stop what? You better hurry up, because I'm in the middle of broadcast. Say what you talking about? What you talking about? So but Jamal, hold on, wait. Let me finish my thought. So supposedly Jussie was jumped, attacked in Chicago for being gay. This is what he was attacked for. Now, Empire been out 4 years now. This is 2019, so it's been out about 4 years now. We're on like season 6, right? He been gay the whole show. He is by far the most talented guy on the show, in my opinion. He's the best artist on the show. But he been gay the whole fucking show. This ain't nothing fucking new. But he a good character, and he played a role pretty fucking good. So for you to be whatever it is you like, I don't see that as a reason for people jumping you or attacking you or whatever the case, right? But I thought it was pretty fucked up. Now, as the reports come out, Jussie goes to jail. Why does Jussie go to jail? Because Jussie allegedly paid the guys to jump him. Yes, he paid some random Chicago guys to jump him. To come and find out, that they didn't even do it. His own family did it. And why did they do it? Why did he do it? Because he, and the first thing I said when I heard this sound like some pillow talk. This sound like some shit yo lover put you up to after a good session of fucking. That's what the fuck this sound like. He wanted more money from the show. You wanted more money? So you let somebody whoop your ass for more money? Oh, because he thought because I'm a homosexual, and if this seems like a hate crime, then the ratings would go even higher for the show, and they would have to pay me more money. Nigga, you fucking the creator. You're fucking the creator. Or this tells me that the creator doesn't own the show. He sold it. This what this directly tells me. Lee Daniels might still do some writing for the show, but he doesn't own the show anymore. Clearly, it belongs to the machine. And that would make sense because it's too much homosexuality going on the damn show. Listen, man. Everybody like who they like. When I watch my show, I don't want to see a bunch of guys kissing every other scene. I don't. It's a turnoff. You wonder why the ratings go down. Because y'all trying to, you know, promote black men liking black men. I don't dig that shit. I don't like it. I don't. But that ain't a way to get more money. What your dumb ass should have did was quit. That's what your dumb ass should have did. Oh, y'all want to give me no more money? Write me out the script. Just write me out the script. I bet you, soon as they said that, two things would have happened. They would have paid you or they'd have killed you. It's sorry to say that, you know, or here's the third option, they would have disgraced you. Ruined your name and your credibility. But that's all. These are the three options. You get yourself jumped, get fucked up, bruised, beaten. Hey, how you doing? Then, not only does that happen, then you go to jail, and now they about to fire you. It's another topic. Hold on. So, Jussie, how smart was that, bro? How smart was that, bro? It doesn't make sense, bro. You're on a show where you're basically connected to all the talent, to all the investors, to the whole machine. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's crazy that rather than just stand up for yourself and be a fucking man and show some fucking integrity and heart and say you're not about to underpay me when I know I'm worth this and leave like aka Dave Chappelle did, you go do this fuckery. Now guess what? You're gonna go broke. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna go to jail like you is. You're gonna get out. You're gonna lose your job. And ain't nobody in Hollywood gonna hire you. And now you're gonna be doing independent films and you probably gonna try to come out with a little project. You better hope Timberland ain't so fucking took by the machine that he can get behind you and still help you write these songs. Cause for all those that don't know, Timberland write most of the music that's on the show. He do all the beats and he write most of the music. But this is what happens. When you on some fuck shit and you doing fuck shit happens, man. I believe in karma. Karma is karma. You hear me? Whether you do good or you do bad, that shit all come around. This is the circle of life. This is the cycle of webs. You hear me? It all come back around. And then the sad part about karma, what's so fucked up about karma, you know what I'm saying? Now that the fucked up thing about karma is it may not come back to you. It might come to your kid. It might come to your cousin. It might come to your mama. You never know. You never know. Karma a motherfucker. And she gonna get whatever she want whenever the fuck she ready for it. Ain't nothing you could do about it. Just take that shit on the chin. You know what I'm saying? I take a saying. I used to have a mentor at one point in time. It's hard to say that shit with a straight face, and I'll tell y'all why afterwards. But he said something that was really powerful, and it stuck with me. And he say, you gotta treat how you deal with people and how you handle things in life like a gardener, right? Or any type of agricultural person who plant seeds and all that shit, right? When you plant a seed, you feel me? You can't control the other seeds that grow from that. You feel what I'm saying? You can't control how everything else blossoms or blooms or whatever it is. So you want to plant good seeds. If you plant a good seed, it's not guaranteed that you're going to get an abundance of good seeds back, but it is a good chance that you're going to get more good seeds than bad seeds. But if you plant bad seeds and you put bad karma in there, you can't expect nothing good to come from that because you're not putting nothing good into it. And there's another saying: you only get half back of what you put into shit. So if you only putting in 15%, nigga, you only gonna get 7% back, and you might not even get that because you don't always get half. A lot of us put in 200% and barely get 50% back. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really pick and choose your battles wisely. You gotta really, know what's worth the fight and know what's not worth the fight. You know what I'm saying? I want for everybody who tuning in on my tag. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty Another TV up on the top. That's my YouTube page. I'm streaming live right now from YouTube. So feel free to type it in and, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to my page, show a little love. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's come back to some of these comments. Like I said, I'm on tag too. So, like Lee did to Monique. Let me say something. And this probably ain't in my best interest to say this, but, I'm going to be honest. Lee Daniels is a piece of shit. Lee Daniels is a piece of shit. Lee Daniels is a piece of shit because in an era where people are more conscious and more focused on trying to work with their own people, you is sabotaging niggas, using them and throwing them under the bus. Flat out. We ain't talk about that money Dame gave you. Did you pay Dame back? Did you pay Dame back? Hey, help him start your career when nobody, the same machine that you kissing ass and selling butt for, where was they at when you was trying to start? And nobody would give you a chance. Nobody would give you startup money. But you came to Dame Dash, and because you know Dame Dash a real dude, he's a real man, he's real stand up, you conned him. The sad part was, when he blew down on you about the money, he wasn't even hostile, bruh. He just asked you, yo, what's up? I don't think he did. I still don't think he paid Dame. He might have, but I don't think he paid him. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's corny, man. Dame, let me not search. Lee Daniels a piece of shit. Lee Daniels is, from what I've gathered and what I've witnessed, man, your Uncle Tom. It's a fucking coon. It's a fucking coon, man. Anybody, especially that look like me or resemble me in my complexion, who goes out their way to sabotage their own, man, you's a coon. When you see cats trying to better their lives and you stepping on them, you a coon. You ain't shit. You ain't no different. Hey, what my boy say, you ain't no different than that little white shit that accumulates at the corner of your mouth when you're really thirsty. You ain't shit. Because that's some fuck ass shit, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, man. You putting some people on, and people getting breaks, and certain people that probably wouldn't have got breaks is getting breaks. But, bro, everybody don't got to be homosexual to fuck with you. And that's the impression I get. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, if they ain't, when did Aaliyah come out? I'm going to give you a timeline. Aaliyah didn't come out until 90, 91, 92. Aaliyah died in '02. Dame didn't hook up with Aaliyah till Aaliyah was already over 18, if I'm not mistaken. Like I say, she was like 14 or 15 when R. Kelly got to her. So that was 91, 92. By the time Dame and Jay Z, don't forget Jay Z had her too. By the time Dame and Jay Z got to her, she was like 20. Yeah, it was like the 2000s, like 99, 2000, 2001. Like she was already grown. She already, shit, she's already doing tours and shit. Like she's grown. Once she hit 18, it was over with. You feel what I'm saying? And I had the super crush on her. I'm talking about, I had the dumb crush. Oh my gosh, she was so beautiful and just so talented. Sing, dance, act. This fucking girl was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Lord rest her soul. You know what I'm saying? But no, Dame. I don't think Dame was a pedophile. Not at all. Not even remotely. Um, but in all fairness, I don't know Dame personally, so I can't yay or nay to the 100% confidence. But if it's my opinion, if it's going on me, that's just beneath Dame to even do some shit like that, especially knowing he can have all these other bitches. And then you gotta understand too, you know, no, yeah, Dame like yeah, so yeah, yeah, I'm saying right. So, but Lee, you know, Lee just I ain't feeling you. I ain't feeling dude. I ain't feeling dude at all. We can talk about something else. It was something else that came up here. What y'all say? That I wanted to go back to. Let me go back up here. Oh yeah, Bill Cosby. You know, just if it just so happened to Bill, Mr. Cosby, just so happened to come across this live footage. I want to say, bro, you got all our support out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We probably should be doing a lot more to get you up out of there. And maybe, you know, we ain't really got the means or came up with the right mind state. But that's some fuckery that you in jail, bro. Flat out, man. We talking about the father of TV fathers, man. A legend, a icon. We talk about somebody who became um like they just after your legacy, bro. All because you wanted to buy ABC. Now I'm gonna tell you what's so much fuckery about them being mad at him wanting to buy ABC. Bitch, he made ABC. Fat Albert debuted on ABC, if I'm not mistaken. The Cosby Show debuted on ABC, if I'm not mistaken. The Pudding Pop commercials, you get the Pudding Pop, was all ABC. So, and I'm not gonna say he made ABC, but ABC was like the first network to broadcast black folks, if I'm not mistaken. They was the only one that was on doing that back in the 50s and 60s when broadcasting and TV and shit came. You know, that beginning media came. It was the first people to put black people out here. And that's why he soared so well. You know what I'm saying? So how you mad that he want to buy ABC? But let me hit y'all on game. They wasn't mad that he was trying to buy ABC. They was mad at what he was trying to do with ABC. And his, if I'm not mistaken, his goal was to bring more visibility to the upcoming black talent. You know what I'm saying? Black news shows, black everything. This is what he was trying to do. This is why. Now, when the negotiations first started, everything was cool until they found out what he wanted to do with it. Then all of a sudden, it was a problem. They tried to talk him out of it for another year, and he wasn't budging. So all of a sudden, they come up with all these fucking women that he supposedly drugged in the 70s. Bitch, everybody was doing fucking drugs in the 70s. I don't want to hear that shit. Niggas was smoking weed with the dope in it. What's them preems? Niggas was smoking Sherm. Niggas was smoking all type of weed. They was doing PCP, LSD. They was in the 70s. Everybody was fucking getting high. That's even on down to the fucking president. Everybody was getting high. So how the fuck in the era of turn down for what and we so lit and glorifying drugs is so heavy that he's getting penalized for ecstasy. For ecstasy. Ecstasy, unless you got so much, ain't even a fucking felony. You know how much fucking ecstasy you gotta have for it to be a felony? Do you know how much you gotta have? So y'all put an 80-year-old man in jail. 80 fucking year old man. Y'all only did it because he black. Y'all only killed Mike because Mike owned all the music. 51% of Sony is like 1,000 something artists. Like Mike literally owned the rights to 1,000 something different artists. You know how much fucking money that is? He owned the right to the Beatles. He bought the beat. For people who don't know, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. The Beatles, Paul McCartney, and and Michael Jackson is like really good friends. You know what I'm saying? So Paul fucked around and hit some hard times, and basically he lost the rights to the Beatles music, and it was on the auction block. So he goes to Mike. He say, "Hey Mike, would you buy this for me? And when I get my money back, I'll buy it back from you." Mike say, "He ain't no problem. I'll do that for you, buddy." He goes and he buys the Beatles music. When Paul McCartney got the money up, he didn't sell it back. He said no, which was a very smart business move. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That was some bullshit, Mike. And I appreciate you for doing that shit. Bullshit. No, I own this. That, he already had hella hits, but that put him on another level. Because now, not only do you own the rights to the music that the Beatles actually performed and wrote, but now you own the rights to all the music that they wrote and produced for other people. You see what I'm saying? They did it for people all around the world. So this is why this was an issue. Because the rights to the Beatles music is a multi-billion-dollar asset. Alone. It's a multi-billion-dollar asset. You know what I'm saying? Mike was truly probably one of the richest people in the world. Yes. He was at the tip of the pier. Hey, Mike owned everything, you hear me? Hey, shout out to Mike, you know what I'm saying? Rest in paradise. Hey, we miss you down here. But we still rocking your music like a motherfucker, bro. Fuck with it, for real, for real. So they, this world is so fucking crazy. But so Prince, okay. And this is something I wasn't even. Prince. Okay, so let me tell y'all something, right? Prince wrote, directed, produced, not just movies, but films. And he made beats too. Prince did it all. He did it fucking all. Hey, friend, what up, though? So, Prince, everybody remember when Prince went from Prince to the artist formerly known as. And he was just a symbol. Now, I appreciate that love. Run it up, run it up. I don't ask questions. Run it up, Run it up. Look. So look though. So Prince, I come to find out that this motherfucker was a genius. Prince owned as much fucking music, if not more, as Michael Jackson. Yes. Whatever Mike didn't have his hands on, Prince had his hands on. So they got rid of Mike. Prince was smart. He stayed off the radar. He still made his moves on the quiet. Because, hey, let me tell you why Prince changed his name. Because they basically told him he couldn't get the rights or the masters to all the shit that he had did up until the point he became the artist formerly known as. So rather than beef with them, knowing that he's still going to get a cut, he did what I felt like R. Kelly dumbass should have did. And once you find out that they took your rights from you, bro, you got to remember that you're the composer. You are the talent. You are the mind or the creator of whatever they're making money off of. So all you had to do was change your name and buy it. Trademark it. This is all you had to do. This is it. This is it. This is what Prince did. This is why he went from Prince to this artist formerly known as. So he can keep 100% of all his creations. And this is what he's been doing for the last 20 years. Now all of a sudden, Prince die right after Mike. Fuck you. Flat out. Fuck you. Hey man. They can, and that's a good segue to my next topic. You know, um, people of Aboriginal descent, we so used to our leaders being killed off. We so used to the people who we hide in the highest regard, who become the most iconic or influential or worth following. They always killing them off, and I blame us. I blame us. You know why I blame us? And I said I used this example the other day. It's hard for me not to use it because this is what I think about when I think about protecting your own. I think about the Olympics. How many times you done heard a native from another country attacking an opponent from an opposite country so the person from their country can win? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we need to do more of this as a unit, as an entity, as a culture, as a race. We need to protect our leaders more. We need to protect our people more. We need to be more unified and standing up for each other. And we need to send a message that hold on. We need to send a message that we are willing to protect ours by any means necessary. Shout out to Malcolm X for that fucking line. By any means necessary, we have to send a message. It has to be a point proven that we're not playing that shit at all. You not about to keep taking the shit that we build up, trying to take it for your own. And then when we do find, you know what I'm saying, or come across or are blessed with the people who can help revolutionize shit, they get killed off. I'm not with it. Now, a question I was just asked was, do you think Stan Lee died? Stan Lee dying after Black Panther was suspicious? No. It could be, but Black Panther is owned by a white guy, so it's kind of hard for me to. I honestly just think Stan Lee just died because the motherfucker old. The motherfucker was like 95. I just think it was his time. To be perfectly honest. Just like Aretha. I don't think nothing killed Aretha. I think it was just Aretha time. She had been there. You get a certain age, man, you only listen. This vessel that we got, this body, the bitch only lasts so long. Okay? The motherfucking body only lasts so long. It's only so long that you can keep this body. And once this body is gone, you feel me? you're gone. And the only thing that's left is your impact on Earth. You feel what I'm saying? To be honest, Stan Lee would never die. He got how many comics out here that's been reused and rented how many different ways for how many different purposes? Stan Lee would never die. Just like Martin and Malcolm, they'll never die. I mean, physically they're gone, but their impact is still here. You know what I'm saying? And that really should be like the life goal for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your goal should be leaving some type of legacy. You know what I'm saying? Leaving some type of something because that's all you got to leave when you die. This is all you got is the imprints you made on the world while you was here. You know what I'm saying? If you privileged to live 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, I really hope you did something with your life. I really do, man, because to be that old and not accomplish nothing has to hurt. I don't even want to imagine what it's like being a 40 or 50-year-old and having accomplished nothing in life. I don't want to know what the fuck that feels like. Not even lightweight. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But I feel like we need to start protecting each other more as a people, as a unit, as an entity. We need to bring more respect to the brand that is having melanin skin and being of Aboriginal descent. We need to stand up more for each other. For each other. Man, woman, child. We need to stand up more for each other. And we need to bring back and upgrade the value of what we really are. Because clearly, even in 2019, black people were still only 3/4 of a person, 3/5 of a person. Clearly. That's how they treat us. So it's about time we start doing shit like buying our own land, creating our own parties. Suge Knight. We transitioning to Suge Knight. What about Suge Knight? Piece of shit ass bastard. Suge a piece of shit too. What did Suge Knight do? Suge Knight was a very, very aggressive and hands-on businessman. To not to sugarcoat it, he was a fucking bully. Okay? I'm sorry, my motherfucking ear itching so bad. He was a fucking bully. And he started off as a football player. He was a linebacker, Marion Knight. That's his real name, Marion. He was a linebacker for the Raiders back when Bo Jackson was playing. So this like 80, it's like 87, 88, 89. He was a linebacker, a middle linebacker. He was pretty good actually, to be perfectly honest. Like he wasn't he was pretty good. And so Suge then did all type of fuck shit. Okay? So let's start with Death Row Records, right? Suge got out of the football game. I want to say he got injured. Fucked up his left knee or something like that. I want to say he broke his kneecap or some shit. That's why he can't play no more. So he jumps into the music industry. Started his own label, Death Row Records. His first signing was Tupac. That's how Tupac got out of jail. He got Tupac out of jail. Tupac wrote this. This is no joke. Tupac's contract to Death Row was wrote on a fucking napkin. I don't even think it was a bounty towel. I don't even think it was that durable. It was like one of them jailhouse little 2-ply ass napkins, 1-ply ass napkins. On some shit like that. Some old backyard generic tissue type shit. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, Adding Pac to his resume made him an elite entity off the top because Pac was by far the hottest and most controversial artist at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? So he signed Pac. Pac already, you know what I'm saying? He signed Pac. He gets Dre. He gets Snoop. And this is what he does. He builds this label. Now, Pac beef is with Biggie. You know, because he felt like Biggie set him up and got him shot. So, you know, Suge ran with it. Now, Suge was a crazy businessman. So if you don't know, let me tell you what he did. Remember Vanilla Ice? Who all remembers Vanilla Ice? Ice, ice, baby. Vanilla Ice, ice, baby. Okay. Vanilla Ice was Vanilla Ice? No, Vanilla Ice was the hottest. He was hot as fuck at the time. Him, the Backstreet, New Kids on the Block. That's who it was. It was New Kids on the Block, and it was Vanilla Ice. So we talking like 89, 90, 91. Ice Ice Baby was a hot ass song. That bitch probably went like 10 times platinum. That bitch went diamond. So Suge wanted Vanilla Ice to sign. It's either he wanted him to sign or he was already signed. Whatever. I want to say he wanted him to sign. And he didn't want to sign. Suge held this nigga over like a 30-story balcony by his ankles. This is no bullshit. By his ankles. Bitch, you're signing over or you're gonna die. This is what Suge did. Okay. Suge bully. Dre came out with Aftermath. You know why Dre came out with Aftermath? Because Suge took all the rights to whatever Dre made under Death Row Records after Pac died. Now, consensus say Suge Knight used Pac as a human shield. And this is why Pac got shot, because the gangbangers was really coming to shoot Suge. So what he did was grab Pac up and use him as a shield, basically, on some Wesley Snipes and New Jack City type shit. That's the story. A lot of people don't believe Pac dead. That's another conversation. But then once Pac gone and Dre left, you was left with Snoop. And then once Snoop found out that you was on that fuck shit, Snoop left. But when Snoop left, Suge took the Doggy Dog. So y'all know the Snoop when Snoop first came out, he was Snoop Doggy Dog. That was his whole name. Now he only goes by Snoop Dogg. You know why? Because Suge owns the Doggy Dog. So anything that made up under Snoop Doggy Dogg, Suge has the rights and royalties to. You know what I'm saying? So once he did the fuck shit to everybody, he wasn't left with nobody. With MC8, you know what I'm saying? The Outlaws. He had basically scared or killed off all his top sellers, all his top money makers. So what is he left with? Just being a street goer. Just being a thug. You know what I'm saying? Now, speaking on these movies, and speaking on Suge Knight, I thought it was very interesting in Straight Outta Compton how they implied or insinuated that Suge shot Eazy-E up with the infected needle to give him AIDS. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, man, that's not as far-fetched as people would believe, man, because Suge Knight was a fucking animal. He is ruthless, man, and reckless. And he'll walk up and you would say something crazy and have his goons beat your ass on the spot to a bloody pulp. You know what, though? Dre a piece of shit. Dre somebody should have fucked Dre baby mama because he was beating on his baby mama. So like I ain't got no sympathy for a nigga that beat on chicks. I just don't. You know, that's one thing Suge did and I ain't tripping off of. You know what I'm saying? Suge beat up everybody though. I know that sounds fucked up, but Suge didn't discriminate. If you was an animal, Suge could put his hands on you. So I can't really look at him like that because he that way with everybody. He was a dog. He was fucking doggish to everybody. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect that to change overnight. Like, you is who you are, you feel what I'm saying? But the game the game right now is fucked up. You know, they promoting all the shit that make us look bad. You know, Ratchet TV is at a. I fucking hate Ratchet. Let's. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I fucking hate Ratchet TV. Oh, for those that that's not hip to my lingo, Ratchet TV, Love and Hip Hop, uh, 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 Black Ink, uh, Mob Wives, Real Housewives, and Bad Girls Club, and hey, I ain't gonna say any reality show, cause there's some good reality shows, but Ratchet TV is the one. These motherfuckers that I'm talking about. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. Because what is being publicized, what is being broadcasted, has nothing to do with the empowerment or the positivity of what black people do. They is feeding y'all the basic stories. Listen, let me tell you something about Ratchet TV. For every person on Love and Hip Hop, the wives shows, the housewives, the house husbands, I literally know somebody in all those cities. I know a person that I grew up with or was raised around or from my city who has those backgrounds. You know, up and coming aspiring artists with the love life problems. You know, the up and coming entrepreneur with the baby mama or baby daddy drama. You know what I'm saying? The jealous bitches who or the jealous people who mad about exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about just promoting, you know, the bad parts of black. I ain't with that. That shit brainwashing, bro. Like y'all be quick to throw some old gay shit or some old fist fighting shit up there, but man, these reality shows don't show what real folks out here doing. They don't show motherfuckers out here in the community trying to help their people or showing these little fundraisers or nothing like that. I ain't never heard a Ratchet TV doing a food drive or doing a clothes drive or taking proceeds from the shows and trying to help somebody trying to come up. These motherfuckers barely want to pay the niggas that's on their show telling their story. First off, because of Ratchet TV, I've come to the conclusion nobody can exploit you better than you. Nobody. Nobody can exploit you better than you. So why would you leave that in anybody else's control? You know what I'm saying? Now, Rashida, I like Rashida. Let me be clear, I'm not a fan. I don't watch it. Have I seen some episodes from previous seasons? Yes, I have. I, yeah, I'm saying, oh yeah, no, Rashida cold all the way around, mind, body. You know what I'm saying? Just her whole little integrity as a woman. But Kirk a piece of shit, and I don't know, man. You know, that's a segue to another topic. Why the fuck do good girls or the good prospects, whether it be men or women, always choose the bad seeds? Like, what is it about opposites attract that we just keep coming across these motherfuckers that ain't shit? I seen a fucking meme today that was so fucking funny on Facebook. That motherfucker said, if you a hoe, be a hoe. But stop wasting people's time trying to act like you relationship material. Oh my god. Bruh. I like to fucking die when I read that shit. I'm talking about like to fucking die. Because as funny as that is, it's so true. It is so fucking true. Motherfuckers be out here just faking and fronting and oh, I want to keep up with the Joneses and oh, I need to stay on top of this to be hip to this. Man, get your following ass out of here. Get your following ass out of here. Listen, man. Real recognize real. You feel me? And that's all it should be about. We need to let these corny motherfuckers be in their own section. And all us real motherfuckers need to link up. For real. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to make a conscious effort to not use the word motherfucker. I'm gonna make a conscious effort to not use that term. Especially knowing now that I know the history behind the term. I can't even mess with that statement. Same reason, ooh, why I don't like Amazing Grace. You know the song Amazing Grace? I fucking hate that song. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that fucking song. Oh my fucking god. So for all those that don't know, Amazing Grace was written by a former slave trader who was from Liverpool. And for all those who don't know how this really worked, when slavery started, it was a calculated plan. These folks spent hundreds of years planning on how to break up Moor culture. Back then, they were called Moors. Um, you know, fucking the internet give you this dumbass definition of what a Moor is, but Moors is what the term is. What Europeans labeled, the dark skinned people that came over there and showed them math and hygiene and agriculture and fucking astrology and all that. You know what I'm saying? It was the Moors, and they called them Moor. And to be honest, they called them Moors not only because they was dark skinned, but because they had more than them. You know what I'm saying? They had more than them. They knew more than them. They possessed more. They were richer. You know what I'm saying? More wealthy. They wore finer linens. And the hair. A lot of people don't know that hair in our culture represented a certain level of royalty. So if you had like really long hair or really long braids, 9 times out of 10 you were some type of royal descent or was in part of the higher up of whatever that village or kingdom was. You know what I'm saying? And usually, if you had like the shorter hair or something, you was kind of just like lower level. You was like a peasant. So it was like a privilege to be able to grow your hair out. You know what I'm saying? It meant something. And, Europeans knew this. So as they were taking the slaves, they were shaving their heads. So because if you didn't shave their heads, then no matter where you went, whatever black person, they would have knew, okay, this person is part of, or this person is part of. So to make everybody equal, they shaved everybody's heads. Now back to Amazing Grace. So Liverpool was the original place where slaves were kidnapped and took into to be sold. They All right, night night, dog. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to get off this live anyway. This is where they sold slaves. The verse that everybody sings from Amazing Grace is the repentance. He was trading slaves for decades. And at some point, he realized that what he was doing wasn't right. What was going on wasn't right. So he came up with the third verse, and which is why everybody sings that verse. But if you hear the first two verses of the original Amazing Grace song, you wouldn't like it either. And I read them. I read the whole song. I ain't fucking with it. And I hate to hear black people singing that shit. That shit is a disrespect to your culture to sing that fucking song. Don't sing that shit, man. Let it go. But it was fun rapping with y'all. Nah, I'm gonna be doing vids. The plan is to, drop at least 5 a week. So, y'all will see me more. I'll be on multiple social sites where I go live. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to email us at dcomm3@gmail.com. We do customized clothing, recording, video, photography, what I'm saying? Whatever you need as far as it comes to music, entertainment, promotions, advertisement, all that.